Okay, so my mind's been officially blown. I just took a look at the people that previously watched my videos, and I got people viewing me in fucking Ireland. Awesome. And in the UK. Good one. And even in the US. What's up, my friends to the south? But I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing, having lots of fun. I hope you guys enjoy. Here comes the next episode. Bye. Well, not much has changed since the last time I did an episode here. Actually, nothing really has. I'm just going to get right to it. Here's what we have in the news. Yeah, we got some really fucked up shit going on in our little city. Now, sometime earlier last week, police actually arrested a couple people for human trafficking here in London, Ontario. The shit you find out that goes on in your city when you're just glancing through a metro will scare you whiter than me before summer hits. London Councillor Stephen Orser actually decided to stand firm on his view that people that are driving and talking on the cell phone should actually have their cell phones confiscated on top of the fine. The problem is, you take that fine and the amount that it's actually going to take to replace the cell phone, and that is completely outlandish for people who are actually driving by a crime scene and actually calling just to report it. What are you going to do? Pull them over and just be like, oh, well, it's illegal for you to report a crime that's happening right now. But we're just going to ignore the crime because we're too busy busting your ass for being a retard? No, they're not being retarded, they're doing their duty. Now, to go along with that little bit of news, there's an interesting factoid that I noticed in the actual Metro paper. And it's proof of the media influencing how people think. During this little discussion thing, there was a sidebar, and it mentioned that it said CAA tests show that drivers talking or texting are 18% slower in reacting to oncoming dangers. Underneath, it also said that 6 people every day die in car crashes. I don't know about you, but it makes me feel like they were trying to lead me to think that, talking and texting on your phone causes car crashes. It doesn't always, and I don't condone anybody that does it, but it doesn't mean that those 6 people die in car crashes related to text messaging and talking on the phone. I'm pretty sure some of them were getting roadhead while it happened too. And I've actually got a little editorial here that I'd like to touch on. It's something that I find very serious and I take very seriously. And it's actually directed at a certain group of people. I don't hate them. I just disagree with how they operate. This is actually aimed at the vegetarians. Do me a favor. Stop protesting meat-eating events. We're omnivores. We're at the top of the food chain for a reason. Now, I'm not saying that you should go and, disrupt them when it comes to the cruelty to animals that they can commit. That's just wrong. You shouldn't be cruel to animals, period. Though, at the same time, you should also balance that with the fact that we were meant to eat them. They have certain enzymes that our body needs to live. You can get those through pills, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the best way. That just means you have to consume more pills, and that just keeps the pharmaceutical companies knee-deep in the cash, and all we need is more big business in with our pharmaceuticals. On top of that, you don't see, major meat eaters protesting a veganism rally. No, we like salad too. And now, for my favorite section, Idiot of the Week. This one's a threefer. So, the first Idiot of the Week is a group of people we like to call the Westboro Baptist Church. The reason why they're on that list is because they like to pick at some of the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard. Like picketing the funeral of a 9-year-old boy who committed suicide. It's sad, and I don't necessarily agree with the suicide, but I also don't agree with anything that drove him to that point. Nobody should have to do that. And then the most recent one, saying they're gonna picket Corey Monteith's funeral. Really, guys? That's just not right. Oh, because he was in a TV show in a storyline that helped promote gay rights and the LGBT community. So you're gonna picket somebody for teaching love and tolerance, which your God says that you should teach. Seriously? I mean, how many times do I have to say it? Seriously? I'm sorry, but I know where he's going. I mean, you even taking into consideration the circumstances surrounding his death, no need to picket his funeral. He was a good person, and he was one hell of a Canadian. You guys are just fuckheads. Next up, we have a UWO professor who is actually charged with improper storage of firearms, AK-47s and shit, possession of drugs. What else was he charged with? Oh yeah, solicitation of a persons under the age of 14, and solicitations of person under the age of 16. Not that there should really be a fucking difference, but still. What makes it even worse is the fact that he was both a professor of psychology, I know, he got a broken head, and pharmacology / pharmaceuticals. Still, what a wonderful way to say, we gave the crazy guy the meds that he sold instead of took, yeah? I mean, I could just picture how that whole thing went down when he decided, that he was actually going to call somebody. And I'm pretty sure he might have actually tried to sell those drugs on the internet. Or actually tried to call somebody and tell them market the drugs over the phone. That might have actually... Hi, this is Professor Stupidhead. Are your am I speaking with somebody over the age of 18? No, I'm not, but I could always just go and get my parents. They're over 18. How old are you? 14. Want to buy some crack? And third on the list are a few USC officers who decided to say that one of their female members wasn't raped because the rapist didn't reach orgasm. Yeah, idiots. I'd also just like to take a couple of seconds or / minutes, however long this takes, to address the Canadian politicians. Now, I know you guys are doing a horrible job as is, well, most of you. Not saying stick to a specific political party, but just go with the guys that work. I mean, I don't really think we need parties anyways, but whatever. Whatever you do, don't make like some of the other politicians that I've read about recently. Like a politician in Virginia that wants to enable, like, resurrect a law that basically made oral sex and anal sex illegal. I'm sorry, but doing that would be wrong for a multitude of reasons. Number one, let's face it, oral sex is amazing. It doesn't matter what side of the coin you're on for that one, giving or receiving. It's fucking great. Now the bad thing with the anal sex is, if you made anal sex illegal, then pretty much every politician in your state would be out of a job. And now we've also got another politician in England. Hello to my England viewers. I know you guys are out there. That's actually trying to limit porn access for the average household. I don't think you should do that, because number one, you just limit households to cat pictures and YouTube videos, because I'm pretty sure the only thing the internet was actually made for was cat pictures, YouTube, and porn. And taking away from one tends to take away from the other. So please, don't take away their porn. They like it. It makes them happy. And I'm pretty sure if you sat down and watched a little bit of it, you'd find it good too. I could direct you to a few sites. Alright guys, well, that's all I got for today. Thank you very much for watching. I had a great time. Hope you enjoyed it too. Just remember that oral sex is great. Anal sex shouldn't be illegal. Get your pets spayed or neutered. Or wait, don't do that, because fluffy animals are awesome. Oh yeah, I'd like to take this time to send a shout out to the daily life of Bramy. I told her I told my sister Bronwyn that I'd talk about her in this video. So there it is. Again, questions, comments, concerns, anything else, we'll just write them down there in the little spot there, where I leave the comments and all that wonderful shit. Don't forget to friend me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter. Don't have Instagram, so don't worry about that. I'm on Tumblr, but I rarely use that. That's about all I got. Thank you for letting me ramble, and I will see you guys whenever.